I'm Rakhi, and now you're watching my educational YouTube channel, that is Biology Prospects. So friends, today we are just learn about the third part of the heredity and the genetics. That is the last part of also class 10 ICSE class 10 syllabus. This is the last part also, and today's our learning topic, or so called, that is the learning objectives, are the transmission of the traits, sex link inheritance, and the mutation. So friends, these are the two topics, these are the three topics. Among these three, the first two topics are especially are just correlated of our previous chapters, or the previous part, that is part 1 and the part 2. So part 1 and the part 2, we are already get some ideas about the few different topics, or few different correlated words, such as an gene, allele, homozygous chromosome, homologous chromosome. All these are the things I have already explained. These are the topics again we just revive in this part, because the transmission of the traits, it is one of the most important part of the living world, because all the living organisms produce their own kinds, is it? And this is the process of one of the very important living process, so called, that is the reproduction. Through the reproduction process for the unicellular organism to the multicellular organism, wherever the two type of the sexual methods, asexual and the sexual methods, but here we are talking about the sexual methods, and this is for the human sexual methods, how the genes are transferred from the parents to the offspring. This is the genetics chapters we are already start to learn over here. So actually our today's topic, that is the transmission of the traits and the sex link inheritance. These are the two topic cover how the chromosomes, or how the genes are passes over from the parents to the offsprings, and how the different types of the hereditary diseases like a hemophilia, or the that is the other diabetes, this type of the few are the family disease, also called, that is the hereditary disease. It is transferred from the one parents to the next generation or the others offspring. This is the two topics are mainly covered in this particular chapter. Today is a part 3 part. The part 3 of the heredity and the genetics, it is covered up. So let's start, friends. We are just start to learn the first topic, that is the transmission of traits. So transmission of traits, this is the words are actually transmission of the traits, this is the words are actually basis on the two concepts. That is first one, that is the what is gene, and second concept, that is what is allele. So okay friends, now our topic, that is the transmission of the traits, and this is the topic. The first topic is gene. As we have already familiar, the gene is the segmented part of the DNA. Previous chapters I already gave the definition of the gene, and I told that is the whole DNA strand that is known as genome, and the segmented part of a particular DNA, that is considered as a gene, and gene is just situated on the part of the chromosome. In the particular chromosome, it is contains the 1,000 of the genes. Okay, not only just one genes over there, the 1,000 of the genes are particularly present on a chromosome, and the segment of the DNA on a chromosome which codes for the synthesis of the specific protein. This is called the gene. Gene are actually we call, that is the, it is the unit of the heredity. Means the gene contain the hereditary part which is passes over from the parents to the next generation of springs. So now the gene that is situated on the part of a chromosome, and we are the familiar about these are the gene part who carry the main component of the parental component, that is the part known as allele. Actually the normal condition, each gene has two alternative forms of the characters which produce the different effectives, and which alternate forms are called alleles. So called the alleles are the two different forms which is present on the paternal and the maternal, both homologous chromosome. You have already seen a pictures which I display on the screen. There are the two chromosome structures I just represent over here, and this is the two chromosome structures display that the different types of the features of a human beings. Suppose the eye color. Okay friends, now again I just telling this is the same point, that is the allele. It is the normal condition each of the genes and has the two alternative forms. There are the in these pictures which I display on the screen, here you see parent 1 and the parent 2. Actually this is the two pictures display, one for the paternal and another for the maternal. This one the two parents, wherever the father side and the mother side, the two homologous pair of the genes, a homologous pair of the chromosome when are attached or fused together, in that of the cases in the different particular parts, suppose in the human that is the eye colors, or the gene production of the nails, or the production of the fur, or the fur structure, texture, or the temperature regulation of the different type of the qualities or different type of the characteristics, so called the traits which appear in a particular human being's quality or the character. These all are the specified by the specific alleles. And one thing you have noticed over there, all the specific alleles are present on the just for the contrasting character, just the opposite of the two parents chromosome, but they are in the same position and the same location. That means there are two red bands you have seen, they are the alternative colors, but they are present the genes of the temperature regulation for the parent 2 and the parent 1, paternal and the maternal, both gene homologous chromosome. These are the two alleles are present in the alternative forms of the two homologous chromosome. At the same time, the gene of the eye color, that is one is bluish, another is the brown color you have seen over there. That is another matter, or that is the another reason how the offspring affected by the allele. But today's in this slide we are focusing that how the allele composition take place on the gene. So it is said that the homologous pair of the chromosome, two genes are, or so called, that is the two alternative alleles are present on the upper surface, or the present on the same place, on the same alternating places of a homologous chromosome, and we call these are the alleles. Alleles actually responsible for our different type of the characteristics which we get from our parents, or so called, that is the parents carry over or convey to their offsprings. So here it is the normal condition, each gene has two alternative forms of the characters producing by the different effects. Okay, and these alternative forms are called the allele. The two allele of the pair are always located at the same position on the chromosome pair. This is the things I want to focus actually in this other particular diagram. Dear friends, please clear the idea about the alleles, because in this particular chapter, the genetics and the heredity, your question pattern in ICSE, whenever the final exam question comes, there are the few basically diagrammatic questions has come, and that particular questions, whenever your basic ideas are not to be clear, in that cases you have face a problem. That is the reason in my every chapters, every slides, I focus all the topics very elaborately, whatever require for your standard. So I once again repeat, the gene, that is the segmented of the DNA on the chromosome which codes for the synthesis of the specific protein, or so called, that is the unit of the hereditary, and the alleles, that is the actually present on the surface area of the gene, but it is how their position, it is in the alternative form and presence on the same position of a homologous pair of chromosome. That means same type of the alleles are present in the opposite alternative same position of the two homologous chromosome. So this is the basic idea about the gene and the alleles. Now we are going to learn a next very short or very interesting topic, that is the pedigree analysis. What is pedigree analysis? The previous chapter part 2 I have explaining you, that is the Mendelism, that is the Mendel monohybrid cross and the dihybrid cross, and there you have seen that is the monohybrid cross, whatever the of F1 generation, the two offsprings are cross and self-pollination take place in the two F1 generation offsprings, and how there the production take place. So whatever the phenomena take place during the monohybrid and the dihybrid cross, friends, these all are the phenomena are represented in a particular way or the particular form of a family tree. We call this is the family tree, actually from the parents to the offspring, how the production, how the genes are or the characteristics are carried from the one generation to the another generation. It is actually indicated in the pedigree analysis or the pedigree chart. So here it is, the pedigree is a family tree or the chart describing the inheritance of a particular character across the generation wise. Okay friends, so we are discussing about the pedigree analysis, and the pedigree actually the family chart or the family tree. Wherever the monohybrid and the dihybrid cross, we have seen the different of the offsprings, that is the F1 generation, F2 generation, and so called that is the F3, and so called that is the whatever the generation has to be produced by the parents. And these are the generation when the the offsprings are cross each other, there the family tradition goes on, and these are the total family tradition. What type of the characters comes when we represent in the graphical form or so called that is the family tree form, this is actually known as the pedigree chart or the pedigree analysis. Sometime this question comes in your exam or in your paper, that is what is pedigree chart. So this is the answer. Clear friends? Now we are proceed for the next slide, and it is the next topic, that is the sex-linked inheritance. So friends, sex-linked inheritance, this is the word only indicate this type of the characteristics or so called the flow of the characteristic. It is related with our sex. But see friends, we are focusing on one topic over here. I once again rewind that as a human beings, we have the 23 pairs of the chromosome. Out of this 23 pair of the chromosome, the first 22 pair of the chromosome is responsible for our autosome, and the last one pair of the chromosome, it is actually responsible for our so-called that is the sex chromosome. Is it for the male, that is the XY, and the female, that is for the XX. This is the things we have already learned in our previous parts also. So now what is sex link? Actually friends, most of the genes of organisms are located on our autosomes, as we already learned in the previous slide that our characteristics or our behaviors or whatever our natures, our attitude, everything which we have received or which is conveyed in our chromosome, our body, that is from parents, and these are the things, all the characteristics which we get from our parents. It is actually the most of the genes are of an organism, this is located on the autosome, but and only the genes of the sexual characters, this is located on the sex chromosome. This is the normal things, the sexual characters that is indicated by the sex chromosome, and others all are the characteristics which is related, suppose the eye ball movement, eye colors, hair color, skin, the teeth, the nail colors, the way of the speaking, talking. These are the different kinds of the phenomena, the different kind of the characteristics which is all related with our autosome parts. Only the sexual parts or the sexual different characters, this is related to the sex chromosome. But sometimes the gene of some characteristics which are not related to the sex of the organisms are also located on the sex chromosome. Friend, this type of the exceptional case take place especially from few disease or the few deformities or so called that is the few defective genes or defective alleles, sometimes which is not related with the sex, but they are comes and situated or just composition take place on the surface of the sex chromosome. And obviously the which chromosome is the common, we all know that is the female, that is XX, both are the homologous chromosome, and for the male that is the XY, that is the heterologous type of the chromosome, and the X is the common for the both male and the female. The maximum time for the X chromosome, that is contain the few unwanted or you so-called, that is the few type of the quality of the genes which is not related with the sex, but they are situated or they are located on the sex chromosome. These are the sex link character. Friends, the genes of some characteristics which are not related to the sex of organisms, sometimes they are also located on the sex chromosome, and these are called sex link character. This is the point you keep in your mind, because sex link character and the sex link inheritance, these are the correlated word, but these are the little bit different, because the character that is indicated by the particular type of the alleles, and this particular type of the alleles are situated on the two homologous pair of the chromosome in the same position, alternative opposite way on the alternative molecular form the DNA, they are just situated in the same position on the different chromosome. But sex link inheritance means the non-sexual characters, or so-called, that is a sex link characters or the traits due to the presence of the allele on the sex chromosome. This complete phenomena or this complete incident is known as the sex link inheritance. So-called, that is sex links character. It is actually the allele situation or the sex of the organisms are also located in the sex chromosome, that is sex link character, and it is the sex links inheritance, that is the position of the composition of the sex links character in a particular or so-called, that is a non-sexual characters or the traits due to the presence of the alleles. This is known as the sex link inheritance. I hope these are the two concepts is clear. Okay, and one of example also display on the screen. I just want to emphasize that one, that is the first one example I have given over here, that is the hypertrichosis. Hypertrichosis, this is the one type of the disease which is the sex link disease, mainly it is seen or observed in a male. And hemophilia, it is also an example of the sex link inheritance. And here in this particular topic, one thing I want to remind you, that is the sex link inheritance or whatever the sex linked different disease, these are mainly observable into the male part or the male chromosome. Maximum time the females are the carrier. There is a basic reason also be there, because this is the reason when I am going to explain the X link inheritance. Here you find out why the male are always affected, or male can carry the sex link inheritance disease from one part to another part, and every time the females are carrier, and very rare cases this disease are affect the female's body. So now we are entering, this is the same point, same topic, but the same another slide, that is sex link inheritance. What is the characters? So friends, it is a very common topic, that is whenever the different two another sex link characters are affected, obviously these are the chromosome two pair I already told, that is a one pair of the chromosome in human body, that is the sex link chromosome. So when the sex chromosome, that is for the female, both are XX, and in the male both are XY. Female contain the two pair of the chromosome in the same X and X, but the male containing the two different type of the chromosome, that is the X and Y. Obviously X is the longest and Y is the shortest pair of the chromosome. Okay, so here the sex link characters, whatever the non-sexual characters, it is appears or present either on the X or in the chromosome of Y. Is it for the male in the chromosome of the X or the chromosome of Y in the male chromosome. So chromosome, or sometime in the both XY chromosome. It is depend on the particular situation, and all the things related with the sexually, all the things take place in the nature by chance. No will be responsible for this is the things. We are not blaming anyone for these are the particular phenomena, but sometimes these are the things that should be rectified and we get the precaution through our improved technology we used over there, that is the genetic engineering process. We can recognize, we can diagnose the problem, and we can be reduce. These are the genes. That is the another topic for the senior class or the higher class when you all learn the genetic engineering. Here it is explained properly. So now that is the sex-linked character may be present either on the X or in the Y or in the both, that is the XY chromosome. Is it clear? Now we just learn how the X-linked inheritance take place. Dear friends, in ICSE syllabus, we have just observed the last few years. The one question is very common over here: why the X chromosome is responsible to carry the inheritable diseases? Friends, the answer is hidden over here. With the example only, I just explained that one. Please listen carefully. X-linked gene are present on the portion of the X chromosome. Obviously, whatever the X-linked gene, it is already present on the portion of the X chromosome. Clear? And this is the X chromosome, that is the one of a part for the male as well as the part for the female also. That means I want to say that is the X-linked chromosome. It is the common for the both. So X-linked gene are present on the portion of the X chromosome for which there is a no homologous region for the Y chromosome. Y chromosome is the smallest one and the X chromosome is the longest chromosome. So I repeat once again, that is the X-linked gene are present on the portion of the X chromosome for which there is a no homologous region on the Y chromosome. So one of example we can explaining over here, that is the color blindness and the hemophilia. This is the very common sex-linked inheritance disease, or so-called that is the hereditary disease. These diseases are caused by the recessive alleles located on the X chromosome. One type of the recessive alleles means you have already know, or two type of the alleles are there. One is the dominant, another is the recessive. Dominant alleles means these alleles already, this type of the traits or the characters are through these alleles show up in our body, in our appearance, in our normal feature, and few alleles which is suppressed in our gene or which is are not outcome in a particular generation, but maybe it is flow from the next generation, that is the recessive part. So that is the things I am telling, the disease are caused by the recessive alleles located on the X chromosome. Is it no? Now for the second slide, which is that explain. Now the second slide, which is explain, that is the X-linked inheritable disease, which is how to convey from the parents to the offspring. This is the one of the example I have taken, and the two part I just separate. These are the example for your better understanding. Friends, try to understand these are the two different type of the example. First example I just write down on the screen, that is the parents are first the female, that is the carrier, that means the female X0 I indicate over here, and the first one X, that is indicates the dominant. Is it no? First gene allele, that is the dominant, and second one, that is the recessive. So you have seen over there, that is the X0, that is the carrier. Female are always the carrier. In the very few time we have seen the female are exposing over there. Female are always carrier. So here it is the X0, that is indicate the carrier female. First, if it is take place a cross or the fertilization, fusing the gamete with the normal means without affecting of the color blindness, that is the normal male, that is XY. Now what the situation, what the phenomena take place, the Punnett square, that is the Punnett square over here. This is a four box you have seen. This is the called the Punnett square, and is this Punnett square means the Punnett square is a diagrammatic representation of the possible genotypic combination of the gamete for the male with the female. So here the gamete of the parents, that is the male and the female, are placed on the two opposite sides of the square. You have seen over there only. Okay, and then with the possible combination of the genotype, the results of the phenotype also can be concluded, or we can be easily rectify over that place. So now here it is the carrier of female, that is XX0, and the normal male, that is we have seen XY. So whenever the upper part we write down the XY, and the left side we write down the X0 and the X. You have already learned how to cross. Each and every gametes are fusing individually with the other part of the gametes. Is it no? So whenever the X0 fuse with the X, the formation, that is the X0. When the X0 fuse with the Y, there is the X0Y. Similarly, from the X fuse with the X, that is the XX, and the X fuse with the Y, that is an XY. So dear friends, we have seen these are the 4 different type of the offsprings are visible on these are the Punnett square. And if we are the Mendel's law follow, we find out what is the result. That is the out of the 4 offsprings, 50% of the progeny, 50% of the progeny, the 50% offsprings, they are normal. Why they are normal? Because you have seen the X0. Here it is, X is the dominant, and again the second square, that is the X0Y. That means X0, this is indicate the defective alleles. These defective alleles are present over 1 of pronogamy, is it? But last 2, that is the XX and the XY, they are no effective alleles. They are completely fit and fine. No effective alleles are present over there. So we can say the 50% of the progamy as a normal, and obviously as a 50%, 25% is carrier. Why carrier? Because wherever the dominant character is the X, and it is completely show up, that is they are not affected, or the dominant nature which is exposed, that daughter, that's a female, it is the normal female she behave, but in her recessive character the X0 or the hemophilia disease is presence over there. So called, that is the XX0, the first one, that is the 25% is the for defective allele, and the rest of the 25% obviously it is the color blind, because X0 is the dominant character, it is show up. Have you seen over there the X0Y, the second block, that is show the dominant character X0, and Y, that is the shortest chromosome, it is the normal. But so that it is the male X0Y, it is the color blind. So that is one thing is clear over there, that an X-linked recessive genes, X-linked recessive genes affect more male than the female, because male need only the 1 defective allele to express the character, because female there are the 2 X chromosomes are there, is it no? But the male there is only 1 X and only 1 Y chromosomes are there. So called, that is the X-linked recessive genes, that is affect more male than the female, is it no? Because of the male they need only the 1 defective allele to express the characteristics. So now the next example which explain, that is the parents are the, now here the female we take, that is the normal, that is a no carrier. So simple 2XX, that is the female one, and the second one, that is the color blind, that is the X0Y, that means the defective allele effect or the color blind male we have taken over here. So if the cross take place or the fusion take place in these 2 type of the gamete, what phenomena take place? Now you just observe according to the Punnett square, again we put the same way, that is the male one we write down on the top X0 and Y, and the female one we write down on the left side XX. Just doing the cross, each and every gametes together individually, you have seen X with the X0, the result is in XX0, X with the Y, the result is XY. Similarly, the same thing happened, X with the X0, that is the XX0, and X with the Y, that is an XY. So friends, it's a very clearly visible, the result is very properly visible, that is the 50% or so called, that is the 2 boy, or the so called, that is 2 male, they are no effective. Okay, so none of the children are color blind. Not only the 2 males are, 2 sons are affected, the girls also, the daughters also, they are also not color blind, because their dominant character is X, is it no? Dominant character is X. So no, none of the children are color blind, but the 2 daughters, so here you see the X0 are the second one, second allele which is suppressed, and the Mendel's second law, the law of the segregation, tell us that the gametes are not mix up their characters, and when the formation type of the gametes, they are not separate each other. So according to that, the X and the X0, here it is the daughters are produced, whatever the daughters pronogamy comes, they are the carrier daughters. Is it no? None of the children are color blind, but the daughters are carriers of the defective alleles. So friends, in this particular points for the X-linked inheritance, we are getting a knowledge how the X chromosome only carry the defective alleles from the one parents to their next generation or the next progeny or the offspring, so called. So this is the part, it is actually we give us the idea. First of all, the X-linked recessive genes are always affect the male. Secondly, an X-linked recessive characters can skip generation because male can recessive and the X-linked recessive only for the mother and very few of the females. That means the males are easily affected by the X-linked chromosome, the X-linked defective recessive part, but the male can get this one only from the mother, not from the father sides. Okay, so X-linked recessive characters skip the generation because the male can receive an X-linked recessive from only the mother, not for the father sides, and very few females are the homozygous for the genes, but that is the cases also. The females are always carrier. In that of the sense, females are never affected the real life with this defective genes. So the answer, that is the X-linked chromosome or the X-linked inheritance chromosome. Why the X always responsible? The simple answer is the X-linked recessive genes only affected the male, and the male and the female both chromosome, both are the homologous chromosomes are or so called that the sexual chromosomes are carry the X-linked chromosomes. Okay, X is the common for the both. So now friends, one probability is also be there, and what would happen if the X-linked genes are the dominant? So this is not your inside your syllabus, but I also telling you the X, here it is we done that the X is a recessive genes, then affecting the both in the different cases. But the one thing you keep in your mind, if the X-linked recessive or the X-linked inheritable chromosome, if it is the dominant chromosome, in that of the cases both male and the females are equally affected the presence of the genes, but it is very rare. Okay, so the pattern of the inheritance of the X-linked dominant gene is different from the X-linked recessive one. In this case, both males and the females are equally affected by the presence of genes. Irrespective of the sex, half of the male and the female offsprings are affected of the genes or the traits and the inheritance of the defective teeth or. So okay, that is the part it is indicate us if the X-linked gene are the dominant, in that of the cases the male and the females are both equally affected, but this is things are not take place in every moment. All the time the X-linked inheritance, the X is the recessive genes over there. So friends, now we are going to learn about the second part of this at the chromosome, that is the Y chromosome. And the Y-linked gene, it is present in the only the male genotype, because the human female genotype it is does not have the Y chromosome. And the Y-linked traits are as follow the two things, that is first the Y are always expressed only in the males, and secondly they are always passes from the father to the son, not for the mother. Okay, so why normally the Y recessive genes are not carry different type of the diseases. X is responsible for that only. Now for our next topic, that is the next and the last topic in this particular hereditary and the genetics chapter, that is the mutation. Very shortly explain over here, because in your syllabus what is mutation and what is the reason, this is the basically explaining over here. So what is mutation? Friends, when we are talking about the mutation, the first things comes in our mind, that is the sudden change of our DNA. Yes, you are absolutely right, that is the sudden change in an amount or the arrangement or the structure of the DNA or the chromosome of an organisms. It is known as the mutation. Whatever the normal condition in our autosome, in our sex chromosome, any reason suddenly any kind of the changes take place over there, that is included into the mutation. So mutation is the resulting form that change in the amount or the arrangement in the DNA, that is known as the chromosomal mutation. Suppose the mutation that take place or sudden changes that is take place inside the chromosomal part or the DNA part. If the structural part of the DNA should be changed, then it is known as the gene mutation. If the arrangement of the DNA, that means the sequence of the DNA total strand or the amount of the DNA should be changed, that is the reason for the chromosomal mutation. Or inside the DNA, any kind of the constitution or the nucleosomes placement change, that is known as the gene mutation. Both are the different. Okay, so now the very common reason, and normally it is, we can say this is a now the pollution, that's the increasing of the pollution, the radiation, the ultraviolet rays, these are the different type of the radioactive rays. These are the actually basic reason for the mutation of the gene. So called, that is a variety of the chemical substance such as the mutant such as the mustard gas, caffeine, gamma rays, X-rays, etc. Whatever the use of the excess pesticides or any other chemicals, and there is a radiation also. Now the different radiate, that is radiums, uraniums, wherever the different type of the radiation comes out, this type of the elements also responsible for the mutation. So friends, that's all about this. Is the third chapter, your heredity and the genetics, and I hope you are very properly understood. These are the chapter. So if you have any queries or any type of the problems faced during the explanation time or regarding any kind of my explanation, if you have faced any problem, please you write down in the chat box, and further updation you just click on my that is the share subscribe buttons, and you just like and share these are the video for the further updation and for others use also. So friends, the next class again we will come to meet together. Stay fit and fine, and say goodbye.